Hello my dear friend, welcome back on my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss the third part of this topic. The topic is adjective. Okay. In the first and second part we have learned about the adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, adjective of number, demonstrative adjective, interrogative adjective. Okay. So I hope you all understand all these topics. Okay, and you also understand what is the mean and how can we use the adjective in a sentence and how can we identify it in a sentence. Clear? So let's start and know more parts of this topic. Okay, so listen carefully and watch out the video till end. Okay, so let's reach possessive adjective. Okay, possessive adjective. First we know, I write some of the word like I gave my sandwich to his brother. I gave my sandwich to his brother. Okay. So in this sentence you can see everything is normal, but here is the sandwich and here is the brother. Before both are the word sandwich and brother. Both are word is the noun word. Okay, it is noun. But here is the word his and my. His and my. This is the adjective word, and this adjective word show possession or the belongings. Okay, possessions are a belonging in a sentence. That is the here the sandwich. Who said it is the sandwich of I. Okay, and who take it? His brother. So his and my both are telling us about the belongings or about to the possessions. So these type of the words, okay, it is used before the noun word and it is the telling us about the possessions or it is the express the belonging of the things or a person. So this type of the word will be the possession. Okay, and the possessive, it is a kind of, it will be a kind of the determiners, and the possessive determiners are my, our, his, her, its, their. I think when you read about you have to read about the part of the pronoun, then you can also introduce to this type of the word. So these words, these can be used before singular and plural nouns regardless of the whether they are countable or uncountable. Okay, so this type of the word you can see it is the adjective word when it be adjective when it is used before the noun or pronoun, and that noun or pronoun can be countable or uncountable. Here, so this type of the word you can see at the screen of the board. These type of the words will be the possessive adjective. I hope you all understand. It is the saying us about the possessions or the belongings of a noun, a person or things. Here, so next part is emphasizing pronoun adjective. Okay, emphasizing adjective. So listen carefully. I write some example like in the campaign was complete success. Was complete success. Okay, and second example, this is the very dress. This is very dress that I wanted to buy. that I wanted to buy. You can see there are two sentences right at your boards. First is the campaign was complete, okay, complete success, and second is this is very dress that I wanted to buy. In both sentences you can see here in the first sentence complete success is a noun word. What kind of the noun word? It is the abstract noun, okay, and here we use complete. In the second sentence dress is a noun word and here is the word used very. The adjective that we use to emphasize what we want, okay, what we want. Here is the complete success. Here is the complete success. What he want? He want complete success. And what he want? He very dress. It means same dress. Okay, very dress means same dress that he saw. Okay, this is very dress that I wanted to buy. Okay, so this very word and this complete word telling us in a sentence to emphasize what we want to say, and so these words will be the emphasizing adjective. Okay, I hope you all understand. Wherever these type of the word used in a sentence, and that is the telling us the desire of the subject. Okay, desire of the subject that he want, and we can use some of the word like a complete, very, few, little, some, etc. are the word. Okay, so these type of the word will be the emphasizing words. Okay, emphasizing word of adjective when it is used before the noun word. Clear? I hope you also understand it, and I tell some of the points, that is the some and many are used to affirmative and negative sentence respectively. For example, I have bought some pens. Okay, so some pen used as a affirmative. Okay, and I have not purchased any pens. Here the any word used as a negative. Okay, little is used with the uncountable noun and few with with countable noun. Little and few both is the same sense, with same meaning, but little is used with the uncountable noun and few word used with the countable noun. Clear? For example, there is little hope of recovery. Hope is a uncountable noun, so we can use here little word with the hope. So we can say that wherever we can use uncountable noun, then we have to use here little word. Second example is there were a few chairs. So we can see here chair, we can count the chairs in a number. Okay, then it is a uncertain, so we can use here few. Okay, few chairs. Clear? Few means not many, while a few means some. Where we can use in a sentence few or a few, then few means not many, but a few means something. For example, sometimes a few words perch on the tree. It means there is something birds that was the perch on the trees. Okay, but wherever we can read the sentence like a few students were at school today. So few student means not many, means less. Clear? Now next part is participle adjective. Okay, it is the next part. Okay, participle adjective, I think you know very well about the participle in the previous videos when I telling you about the verb. Okay, so here the word participle adjective. First we know what is the definition of participle adjective. The present participle and the past participle when used as a adjective are called participle adjective. Okay, when I told you about the verbs and like a finite or non-finite verb, then I also told you about the participle. Okay, I gave some example. Look here, we stood in front of a running stream. We stood in front of running stream. Okay, I take another example. We heard the interesting news. We heard the interesting news. Here you can see the word running and the word interesting. Okay. And after this word you can see word stream and news. Stream and news both are the word is a noun word. Okay, and we can use present participle. We can use present participle with the verb first form and add ing. Okay, when we use ing word with the verb first form. Okay, so this is called present participle. I hope you remember about that, about the verb form of the verb like a present participle, past participle, perfect participle. I think first form, second form, third form, and present participle. Okay, so this is the present participle where we can use ing gerund with the verb first form and make a gerund form, that is the called present participle. Okay, and you can see here is the verb run is a verb, and here is a interest. Okay, so in these type of the word you can see used ing. So this ing word used with the verb and made as a present participle, but here in both sentence, okay, in the both sentence you can see this word and this word used as an adjective. How can it be possible? You can see here is the steam. Steam is a noun word. Okay, and here news word is a noun word. It's confirmed. Both are the word noun. News and steam both are the word noun word. But here is the word running stream and here the word interesting. Both are the word telling us more things about the stream and news. Okay, both are the word telling us more thing about stream and news, and it is also used with the before the noun words. Okay, it is also used before the noun word. So this type of the word will be participle adjective. Okay, it is the present participle and we also use the past participle. Okay, we can also use the past participle. How it will be possible? When we use verb first form, we can use the verb first form, then we add ed form. You know very well about the ed form or t or n. T or n form. Okay. How it will be possible? Like in HUNT, hunt. When you add ed, then it will be hunted. Clear? Same as BURN. When you add T, then it will be burnt. Clear? So it is the past participle form. It is the past participle form, and when we use it in a sentence as an adjective, then it is called the participle adjective. Okay? I think you understand about the present participle adjective, and now you have to understand past participle adjective. I gave an example like people say that this is a haunted house. Okay? People say people say that this is a haunted house. Clear? Haunted house. Second example is the burnt cottage was razed to the ground. Okay? So in both sentence, in this both sentence, you can see here is the word house and here is the word cottage. Both are the noun words. Okay? It's clear? It is the noun word. And you can also see that before these words you can see what kind of the house? The house was haunted. It means this word telling us more things about the house. Okay? And here is the cottage. What kind of the cottage? The cottage was burnt. Okay? The cottage was burnt. So we can say that here is the burnt word telling us more things about the cottage. Okay? So it is clear that both are the word haunted and burnt, both are the word as an adjective. Okay? And you can see when it's formed, so the word burnt and haunted both are words in the past participle form. Okay? Past participle form. So we can say that both are the word is a participle word. Okay? And same as running and interesting, that was also a participle word, and here the burnt and haunted, it is also a participle word. So this type of the word when used before the noun words to saying or describing more thing about the noun, that type of the word will be participle adjective. Here it is participle adjective. So I hope you all understand of the kind of the adjective, and you have to learn it very well, all its kinds, and understand it. So I think now your topic is complete. In the next video we have to learn the degree. Okay? Comparison of degree. So thank you for the watching video.